Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Woke up to Donald Trump being the president-elect. Not as tight of a race as a lot of people thought it was going to be, including myself. I thought it was going to be way closer than that. So still kind of processing what the path forward looks like, but that's all I'm going to say on that. We're launching into our Wednesday. It's Wednesday, November 6th. It is 8:33 in the morning. I walked the pup. She is, of course, here with me. I had breakfast. I'm sipping my coffee right now. I edited the video from yesterday and uploaded that. There's just been a lot of discourse around the election and the election results, and I've been participating in some of that in my own private chats, so that's been kind of how a lot of my morning has gone. Okay, now we're on to the daily accountability chart. For anyone who's new watching this video, I got this from a book called Scaling Up by Verne Harnish. I listened to it for free audiobook on Spotify, and something that they recommended for companies trying to grow is having a daily accountability chart and kind of having like a daily stand up with yourself where you review your major KPIs for growing the business or scaling up the business, and you look at what you did for it yesterday, what you have planned to do for it what you have planned for it today, and then any results that came from that. So I have 5, and my first one is revenue generation activities. So this is just meant to hold myself accountable to make sure that I am actually performing these revenue generation activities. So yesterday I was supposed to send a follow-up. I did not, but I did prep for call with Watson, who's the lead. Today I will follow up with that girl. I thought yesterday was a weird day to do it because everything with the election was heightened. And although today things are also very heightened, like there's so much hate online right now, I do think that it's slightly more appropriate to send it today. So in terms of work I did yesterday, let's see, 1, 2, I think I did 2 hours of work for one of my clients, 2 hours and 15 minutes, so 2.25. I need to go. I store all of my to-dos in a ClickUp instance for myself. So I just have a list for every single client, and then I use my daily view and it shows me what I need to get done that day, if anything's overdue, and I can also look at upcoming to-dos. So for yesterday, what did I complete? The problem is some of these have the due date. Well, I didn't complete any overdue to-dos, so this should be fine. Okay, yesterday, okay. So I probably did about an hour and a half of work yesterday. Oh, you know what? I definitely did 2 hours. I did all of those freaking template copies. I think I logged 45 minutes for this other client. This one I also track time for. Okay, I tracked 30 minutes. Okay. And then today, what do I have planned? I have 1. I probably have 3 hours for one of my clients today. I would assume another 2.5 hours. 30, probably another 30 minutes for this one and 30 minutes for. So that brings me to 6.5 hours. So yesterday was times plus 35. Okay. I track the revenue I generated each day. Okay. So sorry, I didn't introduce, that is my second KPI and it's billable hours. My third one is new leads. I did not get any new leads yesterday. Proposals sent. The new client isn't even having me send a proposal, so I'm going to change this to 1 proposal in pipeline, and I'll just say 1 client 1. Content creation, I'm also gonna stay off of TikTok today. It feels really insensitive. So I'm just gonna stick with the daily vlog. If you're on social media at all, even if you're not in America, there's a lot of people participating in it. Like I saw people from Australia, the UK, I can't think of it, New Zealand, just genuinely, I'm not gonna say one way or the other, but participating in the online discourse around the election results. So I think I should just let TikTok be for a little bit and let those voices be heard. In my opinion, those voices are more important than my brand's voice at the moment. Not forever. You know, I'm not gonna just take a step back for the rest of my life from that, but I think there's definitely a point where you need to give space and let the voices that need to be heard be heard. So not that I have enough reach to even really influence that, but anywho, okay. All right, so I'm gonna get ready. It's 8:39 and then it's gym time, it's leg day. I'll come back, I'll shower and clean up and get ready, and then I have a 10 o'clock call. So when I'm getting ready, I'll give you a rundown of what today looks like. Reminder that Wednesdays I keep really light on meetings, so I only have 2 calls today, one in the morning, one in the late afternoon, and then the rest of the day is dedicated to deep focus work. So more on that later. Alrighty, so it is 9:40 and I'm very casual. This is part of my my self-care for the day, is letting myself be in pajamas. Tomorrow we will be back to dressing up for the day, and this doesn't mean we're gonna work any less hard. We're just taking comfort in small things. Okay, so it is 9:40. I'm gonna take the next 10 minutes and get ready, and then take 10 more minutes and clean up before my 10 o'clock call. I think I'm gonna focus on cleaning up the bathroom because it's pretty bad in here right now. From 10 to 11, I have a call with one of my consultant networks. So it's like a, I do marketing consulting for them, but they specifically contract project management consultants out to other companies. Anyway, all of the consultants get together once a month and we network, we learn about things, we get updates from this network. So it's just a really powerful network to be a part of, and I'm very grateful to be in it. So I try to make all of the meetings I can. I had stand-ups during all of the last 4 months, so I can finally make the whole thing again, which is really exciting. And I have a work block from 11 to 12. We'll talk about that when we get to it, but just a bunch of to-dos. From 12 to 1, I am going to run up to the vet and get my dog Simparico, which is like her heartworm, and it's like flea, tick, and heartworm, I believe, her medicine, and then also my cat's Revolution, which is flea, tick, and heartworm medicine. Revolution Plus, I should say. And I'm gonna have to cook part of my lunch today because I ran out of potatoes, but I will be doing that. And then I have a work block from 1 to 3:30. We'll go over it more then, but that's one of my big Wednesday work blocks where I really drill down into some strategy work and some deep thinking work. Okay. Hello, breakouts. All right, and then I do enrichment with my dog, which is where we go outside and she just kind of gets to admire the world around her for a bit, and I just get away from the computer for about 30 minutes. And then 4 to 4:30, I have a call. 4:30 to 5:30 will be my last work block of the day. And then tonight, me and my friend are painting pumpkins together. So I'll probably be signing out for the day by 5:30 if all goes to plan. I will keep y'all updated. But for now, I'm getting ready and cleaning the house, and then I'm taking a call, and then I will be back. Okay, that was a good call. It's 11:04 now, so it went a little long, but now I have a work block until noon. In this work block, I'm logging onto one of my other clients' team instances to just do check-ins with their team, look at their board, look at emails. I'm sure I'm gonna have chats from some of my team there. I have a couple questions. I'm actually gonna follow up with that person on LinkedIn in this hour. I'm gonna reconnect a Google Looker Studio dashboard report, and if I remember, I'll show you guys what that kind of looks like. And I have to set up time with 2 people from one of my clients' vendors. So that is what is on the list. Yeah, I'll be back soon. Okay, I'm gonna make a protein coffee here soon. I just found out that Kamala is addressing the nation at 4, so I definitely want to make time on my schedule to listen to that, process that. It has not been a good day. So much anxiety. But my girls are around me. My cat is over there, and I think Betty is right there. And I think I'm gonna put Mean Girls on while I do this work. It's 1:20. I've just been like sitting here and spinning for the last 25 minutes, so. Okay, so I have a block until 1:30, so I have about 2 hours. I'm gonna make a protein coffee. I'm gonna knock out an ad proposal for a conference plan. I will talk about this in detail. I'm gonna prep for a content workshop. I will probably talk about that in detail. If you watched the vlog 2 days ago, Monday, I worked on a lot of copy for some revised statement of work templates for one of my clients. They wanted some like marketing copy to put in the beginning. And I'm gonna work on starting to transition that into PandaDoc. And then I have some research to do for another client for part of their November deliverables. So that'll take me up to 3:30 and enrichment time. I'm gonna go make a coffee and I'll be back to talk about the ad strategy once I get going. Okay, the girls are here. The cat is in the other room now. So I just worked on an ad strategy. It's 2:10. I'm a little behind, but I'm giving myself some grace today, as I think we all are. Hold on. So I put together an ad strategy for a conference my client is going to in December, and it is for Meta. So kind of how I approached it is this is a conference where a lot of people probably don't know who we are. It's the first time we're going. We don't have a lot of presence it's a city in Florida. So I recommended Meta, using Meta ads. So Meta ads and they're really good for top of funnel. So just kind of like brand awareness, just kind of getting the name out there. If we were focusing more on middle of funnel, I would recommend Google Display. If we were focusing more on bottom of funnel, I would recommend Google Search, but we are not. So my recommendation is a Meta campaign. So the goal for that would be to drive website traffic to our website. And I'd recommend 2 ad sets and setting up UTMs for those, because a weakness with Meta is the tracking. The analytics suck. So if we can figure a way to track that shit in Google Analytics using UTMs, that will be really helpful. The ad format is just single image. And then I put together headline and descriptions for the 2 ad sets. So one is just general awareness, and we would target that city in Florida that the conference is happening, and then a 10 to 15 mile radius around it, focusing on ages 25 to 55, decision makers, and people that align with the line of work and the industries that we typically target. Interests that align with those, and then also focusing on behavior, so like business travelers, so we can target more of like a lot of people in this city in Florida are likely commuters, so that's happening. The budget for that, I know they're not going to want to spend a lot because they're very new to ads, so I'm recommending $500 for the whole thing because it's only 4 days these ads will run. They'll run 2 days before the conference, the day of the conference, and the day after the conference. So for this general awareness, I'm recommending $250 total for $75 a day. And I'll come up with creative options once the direction is approved. And then for ad set number 2, we're gonna get a list of attendees. So we would do a retargeting campaign. So if you wanna retarget people on Meta, you need a CSV file, and all you need is one of these identifiers for each person. Email address, phone number, first and last name, or city, state, zip code, or country. So you really don't need a lot. Put together a headline and description, a UTM. The audience would just be the retargeting list. So we would spend less since we already know that like we're specifically targeting those people. We don't need as wide of a reach. So I recommend 200 total. And then same schedule, and I'd put together creative options after. I just realized I didn't do the daily breakdown for 200 divided by 4 is 50 a day. I should have been able to do that in my head. I am terrifyingly bad at math, as we know. Okay. sorry, 300 per day for 75 a day for the first campaign. Okay, so that's done, and now I need to work on a content workshop pre-read. So essentially, we're hosting a bunch of consultants next week, and we want to lead a discussion around 2 p.m. topics. So I just realized I don't know what those topics are yet. I'll be back. Okay, I just put together that statement of work. It's 301 right now. So the different pages, there was an intro page that we set up with like different parameters. So it autofills the organization name, the company name. So to do like the branding background for it. A Panda kind of sucks. So the next one was a focus on the project management tool that they use and kind of like a nod to that. The third page was an About Us page, and the fourth page was a Why Work With Us page, and that is where we'll swap out case studies depending on what industry the statement of work is for. So I just did a healthcare one, and I have 2 more industries to cover, and those will be done early next week. So next, wait a minute, let's check her off the list. Done. Next is, research for a brand. I'm looking for a software that's less than $50 to scrape existing emails from an email folder. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT and I'll be back. Okay, afternoon. I'm making it through the day. Afternoon work is done. I'm gonna pee and then take my dog out. Oh, that was the fan. To enrich. So, talk soon. To close out of the day, I watched Kamala's concession speech. She delivered it very gracefully, as I think we all knew she would. I finished up the workday, finished up to-dos, odds and ends. It's now 6:42 and my friend's about to be here with some Thai food, and we're just gonna have a little girl night. Probably vent a lot. And tomorrow is Thursday and Friday Eve. This week has flown by. I will see you tomorrow for our Thursday. Bye.